Hey, my name is Robert Brown, and I'm here to answer some of these questions. What brought me to my initial decision into getting into the degree program at Full Sail University? I've always loved computer animation. I've always loved it since I was a kid. I've always wanted to do that with my life, and it's more about passion and love more so than anything else. And I feel as if I'm extremely talented and skilled in that profession. I feel like I can have a future in that profession as well. The degree program director at Full Sail University is Pete Bradston. Pete Bradshaw. Pete Bradshaw. Yeah, Pete Bradshaw. He oversees everything that goes into the computer animation degree program. The type of software that I would need to use is a lot, but I'll try to, minimize it, just get through the basics, the big ones at least. Apple Mac Pro, I have to use Microsoft Office 365, Lockjaw, Synthesis, which is like a downloadable app that I have to get on my Mac Pro, an iPad 8 Gen, an Apple USB-C, just to name a few. For my research, the degree skills that I think I would need to focus on mainly is art, the basics of art, rendering, because that is what makes the animation look realistic. That is what makes their movements, etc., makes them look real while they are on screen. Modeling, that is basically the placement of the animation and how animation fits into the scheme of everything. That works. Yeah. Also, I believe that such as like color tone, color themes, that plays a big part into animation as well, because it says a lot about the animation based off of the colors that you have going on in your animation. So I feel as if those are some of the skills that I would need in order to make it in computer animation. The hardest class that I feel like will probably give me the most trouble is rendering, because rendering is basically hitting the details, it's hitting the edges of animation and making sure that everything is done properly, everything is done correctly to make this animation look as realistic as humanly possible. So I feel as if that's going to be the hardest, and also like art as well, because I'm not really a good like drawer. I guess it'd be a lot to learn, but I'm willing to put the work in order to get my degree. The easiest class will be the actual like storyboards. I'm really skilled at that, and I understand story and I understand how animation is supposed to flow. So whenever we get around the storyboard, in terms of like the story and the plot and the themes and everything, I feel as if I'll be able to do that the most easiest. How would I go about succeeding in the hard classes? And what can I do now to prepare for them? I am extremely hardworking, extremely dedicated, and extremely committed to getting my degree and getting to where I want to go. So I will put the time, the effort, and be resilient in the work, even if it is difficult and hard. And I also will communicate and reach out to my class, reach out to my teacher to make sure that I'm doing everything right and properly and in order. To make sure that I pass this class, I will do whatever it takes. Also, I will do research on the internet. The internet is extremely helpful, such as YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, asking questions, doing my research, going to the library, reading up. That way I can get better. And also, since I will have a MacBook, I'll just work at it day in and day out to get better at it and get better at it and get better at it. So that's what I'm willing to do. How would I break down my time? The days that I'm off, which is like 3 days out of the week, I will put as much work in as humanly possible to, try to fit as much work that I can into those days, committing about 3, 4, 5 hours, however long it takes in order to make something great, in order to do my work. I think it's all about time management and not procrastinating, not putting things off. So if that's what it takes, then that's what I'll do. Thank you, and goodbye.